Election year politics present different challenges and strategies for Democrats and Republicans. Successes and failures in the approach to the pandemic raises questions about the overall strategy of the United States, and police reform stalls for now on Capitol Hill. All things we'll talk about this morning with Scott County Republican Party Chair David Millage and Democratic political consultant Porter McNeil. Welcome both of you back to the program.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Jim.
So, federal police reform legislation stalled in Congress this week when Democrats blocked the legislation pushed by Senate Republicans from coming up for a vote. Now, House Democrats have a different version. There is common ground, but the big difference is the Democrats' proposal would make changes to qualified immunity, making it possible to sue law enforcement officers. Democrats also want to ban police chokeholds outright and get rid of these no-knock warrants in drug cases. The Republican plan falls short in these areas and emphasizes police training. I guess the question is, does this put Congress on a path to get nothing done on this issue, and how can these differences be resolved? Porter, you first.
Well, you know, I think the crisis that's been going on in race relations and violence requires an extraordinary effort by the Congress, and that means that these bills, the bill in the Senate should go back to the committee process and allow some amendments. The House is passing a bill this week. I would hope that, given the seriousness of the issues and the moment we face as a society, that they would spend that time, a little extra energy, bringing in the minority ideas, and at that point have a resolution, hopefully, because I think the history in this moment demand it.
David, your take, does the committee process make sense here?
No, I think we have here the same thing that happened to the immigration bill. You know, the Democrats wanted an immigration bill. The Republicans went along, drafted an immigration bill. It doesn't do everything the Democrats want, so they won't take half of the apple. And now we've gone 10 years without an immigration policy. Same thing could happen to this if the Democrats don't bend on the qualified immunity. That's the big hang-up. The Republicans do not want to get rid of qualified immunity for police officers. The Democrats do, and I think that's an impasse that's not going to be broken in the current Congress. They agree on certain items. They agree on pretty much on chokeholds. They agree to make lynching a federal crime. They agree on more police training. There's many more items in the bill that they agree on. They should pass a bill that they agree on.
But qualified immunity is certainly a big sticking point on this one. That could be the one that puts all this on hold. Now the pandemic. 7 states reported highs this week for patients hospitalized with the coronavirus. We're also seeing several states with new daily highs in cases, as well as the country as a whole this week. Now consider the European Union, which has seen its virus curve flatten and drop to the point where countries there are planning to open up to international travel, but ban visitors from the United States, along with other heavily virus-plagued countries. The handling of the coronavirus has been left up to the individual states. Is it time to rethink that? What about a true national policy that's more than recommendations? David?
No, absolutely not. This country is a big and diverse country. There have been no virus cases reported in several smaller Iowa counties. South Dakota did well without a lockdown. You don't need a national policy on this. This is where federalism works, having state-by-state policies.
What about just the possibility, though, you can still have a national policy with determine when you need to impose stricter standards, right?
No, I would leave that up to the states.
Okay. Porter, what do you think on this?
Well, listen, I think that the inconsistent application of policies is one of the reasons that we have the highest number in the world, the highest number of cases. Some states that have opened up early, like Texas and Florida, are now having record spikes this week. Other states that managed more public safety provisions early on, right at the offset, like Illinois, are now plateauing. But I think this national crisis, I got to disagree with David. I think it required more of a consistent national strategy. That doesn't mean you don't allow rural areas to have their unique characteristics appreciated in that, but it means that, for instance, we still have tested only, 15 or 20% of Americans. We're 4 months into this. A national strategy that would have been pushed hard from the White House from day one, I think, in that area would have been helpful. Where would we be now? I think we would be in a better shape as a country.
The numbers are startling, that's for sure. Now, these prominent issues come up in a fiercely competitive election year. Control of the House and Senate and Congress are at stake. There's the presidential race, along with the fights in state governments. It seems Democrats are bent on making this election largely a referendum on President Trump. Successful campaigns, as we all know, are often the ones that offer hope along with policy. So what is the strategy Democrats should follow to achieve their goals? Porter?
Well, the day that Joe Biden announced for president, he referenced racial strife and the need to unify America. He couldn't foresee all that has happened in the last couple months. But I think that his message of unity is gradually paying dividends as he has risen in the polls compared to President Trump. And he's risen in the polls in the heartland, the Midwest, the states that he needs to win. There's only one path to the White House. It includes a good part of the Midwest. And so his numbers have been rising with that general theme of uniting the country, and it's gradually showing support in the polls. Now, polls are fluid and they may change, but the trends have been very good for Joe Biden. Hey, both campaigns have to adopt to the virtual world the new rules of public distancing. The Democrats just chose a convention where they'll do it from home to reward public safety. I think that's the reality we're in for a while here.
Do you think the Democrats are relying too heavily on this anti-Trump strategy, though?
It's a mixture. Every election is a referendum on the incumbent in the White House. That is the nature of a campaign. This election will be a referendum on the president's leadership. So to that degree, you always are going to have contrasting messages. But Joe Biden has been pushing very positive message of economic development and unity throughout the Midwest. The poll numbers are starting to reward him, I think.
So Republicans are also having challenges. The president's popularity has taken a dip even among his most loyal supporters. There are the current economic struggles and the pandemic. Republicans certainly would love to hold on to the White House and Senate and reclaim the House of Representatives if possible. A couple of candidates, of course, endorsed by the president lost in primaries this week in Kentucky and North Carolina. What will it take for Republicans to get it done, and how much do they align or try to distance themselves from the president? David?
Well, I think local Republicans align with Trump on his more popular policies. Republicans will be pushing the policy messages that distinguish us from the Democrat Party. We are the party of a controlled border, not an open border. We are the party of school choice. We are the party of gun rights. And we are the party of civil rights. Republicans have always been in favor of civil rights and prosecuting those who would violate civil rights. So we will be pushing the themes that we believe the American people agree with. And whether some of those may be at odds with President Trump, well, we don't agree with everything President Trump does, but where we do, we will emphasize that. And we will emphasize our differences from Democrat policies.
Well, we're in for quite a few months leading up to the general election. David Millage, Porter McNeil, thanks for the conversation. Great to see you both again.
Thanks, Jim.
Good to see you. Thank you.
That brings us to our question of the week. How do you feel about the approach to the coronavirus being left up to the states rather than a firm national policy? Send your answer by email to fortherecord@whbf.com or respond to this post on Facebook at the Local 4 News WHBF TV page or on my page.